Cleveland-Cliffs ending the day lower, but recovered some losses after a top and bottom line miss last night. The company saying the results are a consequence of the worst steel demand environment since 2010, excluding COVID, which sees a, quote, dramatic rebound in 2025. Joining us now is Cleveland-Cliffs CEO Lourenco Goncalves. Lourenco, good to see you. So let's start. Let's start with the state of play just in the industry right now. Policy aside, why does 2025 perhaps look better?
Because there's a resolve within the Trump administration to bring back manufacturing to the United States, one, and to block dump the steel to reach our shores. And this will extend to products, to final products, including automotive. So as we block cars, we'll be forced to produce more cars in the United States, and that will be a good thing for the economy, will be a good thing for employment, a good thing for everybody within the United States.
But how much of this really is about the Trump administration policy panning out in the way it's been articulated thus far and with a timeliness that you expect? How much of it is just the fundamentals of what's happening in the economy?
Yeah, I think as far as steel consumption, as long as you don't, the administration doesn't act, things will get worse and worse. So last year was horrible because the lack of action from the Biden administration resulted in, for the first time, more cars, imported cars, were sold within the United States than cars produced in the United States. That's absurd. That's obscene. That's just generating unemployment in the United States to keep countries that say they're our friends overproducing and keeping an amount of overcapacity that is ridiculous. And we are paying the bill, and that is going to stop in 2025.
So if I were a Cleveland-Cliffs investor, he would be my concern, particularly when it comes to tariffs and administration policy. People seem to be hearing from the president what they want to hear. When people want to believe, and often these are market strategists, when they want to believe that tariffs are a negotiating tactic and that he's not completely serious, and they hear that. But it sounds like you really believe he's going to follow through on tariffs just as he's described. What if the president doesn't?
Well, I will not even think about this type of a hypothetical situation. President Trump has been extremely coherent since his first time in office, that he believes that we absolutely need to protect the American worker and we need to protect American businesses that are playing by the rules. Overcapacity in steel is a reality. Let me give you an example. Japan, they produce 87 million tons a year. Their domestic market is no more than 50. So they have 35, 37 million tons just to export. Why they have that? Why they do not reduce their capacity to the size of their own market? Just because they can. They feel entitled to sell here in the United States. And then they dump. And they dump and they promote unemployment here in the United States. They promote lower capacity for companies like Cleveland-Cliffs and others in the industry. And that's a bad thing that we need to correct. President Trump did that.
Speaking of Japan, the Nippon Steel president, after President Trump saying that they're looking at making an investment in U.S. steel, saying, no, we still want to buy it outright. What's your take on that kind of, I guess, dissonance between the Nippon Steel presidents and the president of the United States?
Well, their proposed acquisition, their deal, received a detailed CFIUS National Security Review, and they were blocked by the former president of the United States. And as far as I know, the president of the United States now hasn't rescinded the order. So they have a tall order in order to be able to do anything here at this point, knowing that they are acting against a legal order that's still in place.